What's going on today, YouTubers? Welcome to another edition of Walking Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new production knife from We Knife Company out of China. This is the new 616 Resonance model. So real quick, we'll go ahead and get into the specs. We have a 3 1/8 inch blade of Bowler M390 in a Tonto blade shape. It's got a fairly high flat grind, you can see there. I'd say about 3/4 of the way. It's got a nice stonewash finish on there. Nice top swedge. The finish is different. We Knife Company likes to do different finishes on their knives. So this one, you can see gold and black and then a stonewash finish on the blade. Some of them have like a black finish on the flats and satin on the bevels. Some of them are like, you know, black finish on the bevel there, and then stonewash on the flat. It's basically a big smorgasbord of all different kinds of finishes. So whatever you like, you'll probably be able to find it. As far as usefulness of blade shape goes, Tonto is one of those weird blade shapes. It's really good at certain things, really great at slicing, opening packages. It's actually pretty decent at food prep thanks to this long straight portion of the blade, but it's terrible at other things. And it's got a pretty big stigma in the knife collecting community because it looks so aggressive. And I guess its original design obviously was intended to be aggressive. I think it was probably a fighting knife style since its inception. So the Tonto blade shape definitely gets a lot of flack, but it, like any other blade shape, it has its uses. So I'm going to show you right here. Designed by Simon Crafts. So We Knife Company obviously did a collaboration with Simon Crafts. I'm not familiar with his work, but I am a fan of this. So the knife handles are obviously titanium, fairly thick pieces of titanium that have extensive pocketing done to keep the weight down. The weight on this is just under 3.5 ounces. The handle length is 4 1/4 inches, giving us an overall of just under 7 3/4, or just around 7.5, I guess. Let's see, do my math. Anyways, yeah, it's around 7.5, right in that neighborhood overall. Ergonomically, I did not expect this knife to be so comfortable in the hand and really secure as well. This jimping is exceptional. Very, very good jimping. Not sharp at all, as you can see. There's no sharp lines anywhere, but it's just the perfect design to catch your thumb. And you can see it's a little bit of a ramp too. So this is very, very comfortable with or without gloves in this grip right here. There is a bit of a forward finger groove here. My index finger is maybe just a little bit too big for it. I don't know. I think anybody with larger fingers would probably be a bit nervous because this is sharp pretty much all the way back, and your finger does just sit on the edge of that. So I don't know if that's just a large sharpening groove there or what, but for those who want to risk it, you can definitely get your finger in there. So the finish on the blade is very good at hiding wear. It's a nice, you can see there, a nice deep stone wash with a satin finish on the grinder satin on the flats there. What else? So the handles are really extensively milled. Aside from the pocketing inside, you can see all the designing they did, the stepped finish on the sides here, and you can see the bronze kind of, or the gold kind of peeking through the black finish there as well. So this one is gold and black, obviously, but there are a rainbow of other colors that this is available in to suit your needs, whatever the hell you want to get. They probably make that color. Very nice 3D milled titanium pocket clip, super easy in and out of the pocket. Very well done as far as that goes. And it's nothing that screams, you know, 3D milled pocket clip. It's very unobtrusive, so it doesn't take over the whole knife, which I'm not a big fan of. It's got a little kind of a quarter length or third length back spacer here. That's also milled and then blackened. No, there's no lanyard hole for anybody that is a fan of lanyards on their knives. I never have been, but for those of you that are. So the handle shape and the blade shape together, they look kind of odd, like boxy. I wasn't 100% sure when I ordered the knife that I would be a fan. I did like the other Wii knife that I bought, so I figured I'll roll the dice and give it a shot. And I'm pleasantly surprised. Very, very smooth knife. It's on caged bearings, obviously, like all other Wii knives. Ceramic bearings, ceramic detent. Actually, I don't know if the detent is ceramic. Let's take a look. It doesn't look to be ceramic to me. It's possible. I'd have to check to be sure, but I don't believe that that's ceramic. Good job with the cutout here to get to the lock bar. It's very easy to disengage, and it's very smooth action. Very smooth, very snappy too. That little hole in the blade, you can't use it to open the knife with your thumb this way. I was able to successfully flick the knife out with my middle finger here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with gloves. Yeah, I can't do it with gloves on. I need to actually like dig my fingernail in there to be able to flick it out. So your success as far as using that hole to open the knife may vary. I was able to do it, but you know, you never know. This does have the classic Wii knives custom hardware, but they do give you the tool to take all that out. Now, they give you one tool with these, and here's my issue, is down here, when I was trying to take apart the knife, this was just spinning the other side. So unless you have two tools, now luckily I have another Wii knife, so I'll be able to take that apart using both of the tools at once. But if you were to just buy this knife by itself and you ran into the same issue as me, I think you'd be SOL. Because I don't know of any tool aside from the one that they give you that would be successful at holding one of those in place while you turn the other one with the tool. So maybe a tiny pair of pliers or something, but I wouldn't want to risk it. I don't know how sturdy the hardware that they use is. As far as fit and finish goes, I mean, it's exceptional, really well done. I'd expect no less from Wii knives. This is not a cheap knife as far as production knives go. It's just under $300 street, so I got it from Blade HQ for $293. But with the amount of work that went into this, even for a production knife, I think it's totally worth it. Plus the materials you're getting, All of the hardware has been anodized. Everything, I mean, everything on this knife has been anodized as far as the handle goes. The blade has obviously had an extensive amount of work done to it with the different finishing and stuff like that. Yeah, a tremendous amount of work went into this, and the quality control process at We Knives, as far as I know, has got to be pretty strict, because I've never seen one that wasn't pretty much perfect. So taking that into account, I'd say it's well worth it. Plus, I mean, you're getting M390 blade steel. That's top of the line. You're getting really thick pieces of titanium for the handle. You know, they mill it out for the weight savings, but they started with two very thick pieces to make the handle. So there's a lot of material cost there, a lot of time as far as the finishing of the knife. I forgot to mention it does have an over travel stop and lock bar insert. As far as I know, those are replaceable as well. Let's see, what else? I think that's gonna wrap this one up. As far as value goes, yeah, if you dig the design and you love flippers like I do, you love playing with them, whatever, I think it's a tremendous value. For $293, you're getting absolutely top of the line material and craftsmanship. Aside from a custom knife, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this. So, you know, if you're the type of person that can justify that type of purchase for a knife, I would definitely jump on this one. Very well made, and you know, useful, good in the pocket, so a good tool as well. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap this one up. I have plenty more knives coming up for review, so stay tuned for those. All right, guys, take it easy.